Hello, I'm Ryan F9 and these are gift ideas for city motorcyclists. Maybe your giftee is a coffee-hopping hipster or a diehard commuter. Either way, city riders have a special set of needs and that can help you find the perfect gift. A sub $50 option would be the helmet lock 2. See, urban riders don't just ride for kicks, they need to get from A to B. And typically B isn't a place where you want to carry around a clunky helmet. So this lets me leave my helmet behind with relative peace of mind. The lock goes through the D-ring, around the handlebar, job done. If your giftee has a ratchet strap like this, you just need to spend the extra $10 to get the T-bar version. Bar goes through the ratchet, lock goes through the bar, motorcycle goes through the lock. Now, why give this helmet lock over all the others? Well, the surface is rubberized so it doesn't scratch my bike. The combination is customizable so I can set it to whichever 4 digits I'm able to remember. It also opens outward, which makes it way easier to get a piece of my bike in here. And it clicks shut securely without actually locking, so I can hook it somewhere on my person for transport without having to fuss with the combination. It's the little things, helmet lock, and you've done them well. Full disclosure, an elf with safety scissors could outwit this device. But here in Canada, deterrents are normally good enough. The next gift idea comes from my own closet. It's the Kriega R20 backpack. When city motorcyclists go for a ride, they're rarely just going for a ride. Instead, they're meeting friends, they're commuting to work, and that means they're gonna have to carry stuff with them. Mounted luggage has too many fitment issues to buy as a gift, so we arrive at the backpack, a useful and universal present for the city motorcyclist. A lot of riders have this love affair with Kriega, which always seemed weird to me. $200 for a little bag with 2 pockets is crazy, right? Well, I used an R20 as my commuter last season, and I'm sold. This is the best riding backpack on the market. Kriega's big thing is something called quad lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, locked. The name makes sense. Basically, this transfers the bag's weight to my chest and back, leaving my arms and shoulders totally free to pilot the motorcycle. When I ride with the R20, I hardly notice that I'm wearing a backpack at all. So the harness is the main attraction, but another thing I like is this thin, flexible material. You can shove hard objects into the bag, and it'll kind of change its shape to fit. I was initially worried that the material might tear, but it's deceptively strong. I've never had a problem with it. The rest is super basic. Airflow backboard, 2 different compression straps, have some reflective accents. This here is the secondary pocket, and then this is the main pocket. Inside there are a couple different dividing pouches, one of which can hold a hydro pack. Pretty basic stuff, and it isn't even waterproof. But behind the mediocre spec sheet lies a truly special bag. Any city rider, hipster or otherwise, would be lucky to unwrap one of these. But what if your giftee is more hipster than otherwise? Perhaps we could find something that suits their authentic values even better. I present to you the Scorpion trifecta. Covert flannel shirt, claw 2 gloves, Belfast helmet. And look at all the brown we have here. Brown plaid, brown helmet bag, brown lining. Hipsters love brown. Let's start with the shirt. It looks like your everyday lumberjack apparel, and that's brilliant because casual moto gear is on trend. But Scorpion also pulled some sneaky moves to keep your trendy ass safe. These seams are exo-stitch, which is a fancy way of saying they won't rip apart in a slide. And then this button-down shirt is not actually a button-down. There's a zipper in here, which is better for keeping the wind out. The button pockets are real though. There's also the zippered Napoleon pocket on the inside. And then in here, there's a full lining of DuPont Kevlar plus armor pockets should you choose to add some. The appeal of a covert flannel shirt is obvious. City riders want to be safe on the bike, but they also want to look normal when they arrive at their destination. And this piece does the cafe crossover beautifully. Next, we have the Claw 2 glove. Not the trendiest thing in the world, but I tried a bunch of brown options and they all sucked, so here we are. In all seriousness though, this is my favorite city glove and it only costs $70, which is ridiculous. Something with this many hard parts isn't supposed to be comfortable, but the Claw 2 feels like Santa's fluffy mitten. It molds to your hand right out of the box. Maybe it's the tension on the pre-curved fingers, the big foamy under the knuckle plate, or the panel joint to the top hand, or all the neoprene stretch fabric. Either way, this is just a lovely thing to wear. Plus, the Claw 2 looks good on any motorcycle in my opinion. The generous smattering of armor plates and foam pads makes it safe, but it's also surprisingly lightweight. And it can handle a wide temperature range. I've worn it from 33 and sunny down to 10 and rainy. The latter was pretty cold, but I still have all my fingers. To finish our Scorpion trio, I picked the Belfast helmet. Like a lot of city riders, this bucket has an appreciation for art, for craftsmanship. The interior is hand-stitched Napa leather, and it is gorgeous. I have never felt such a comfortable, luxurious feel right out of the box. Then this metal Scorpion badge exudes handcrafted quality. And indeed, the fiberglass shell is hand-laid if you care about that kind of thing. Also, there's no stickers anywhere on the helmet surface, which is pretty classy. I think this metallic blue flake looks like a bowling ball from the 1970s, and that's cool. Of course, you can also get the Belfast in a couple other solid and stripy colors too. A couple things I don't like. This leather goggle loop at the back is too low. If I actually put my goggles through here, they'd be pulling upwards on my helmet all day, and that's annoying. Also, the interior padding isn't removable. Normally that bothered me quite a bit, but this leatherwork is so pristine, I can't really stay mad at it. In terms of giftability, the Belfast is forgiving. It's a neutral head shape which fits most people, and Scorpion even hollowed out the padding near the temples, so it works great for eyeglass wearers. And there's also a drop-down sun visor, which is a rare thing on 3/4 helmets, and a nice option for gifties that don't like to use goggles. One strange thing is that Scorpion is charging for the Belfast. Normally they can be trusted to provide a good deal, but at $300, this is twice the price of a Custom 500 or a Biltwell Bonanza. But hey, everyone and their grandmother has a Custom or a Bonanza. By comparison, the Scorpion Belfast is alternative, and that's bound to be popular with your hipster giftee. And finally, an easy gift for city riders is this contraption. It's the Ram Mounts Tough Claw with a universal X-Grip phone cradle. Some people think putting a cell phone on a motorcycle is like hanging a grenade on a Christmas tree. Mismatched and probably dangerous. But I disagree. As a rider in a big city, sometimes you gotta see Google Maps. The Ram Tough Claw and X-Grip makes a great gift for that. It's the most universal of universal phone holders. The Tough Claw will go just about anywhere. You just loosen the finger clamp, throw it around a bar or a flat surface, and then tighten it up again. I was sort of worried about this rattling off at first, but it's super solid, and it's never been a problem for me. The X-Grip is even simpler. Ready for the two-step installation process? 1, 2, done. And this will hold any normal size cell phone, just the new tablet style monster phones won't fit, so beware of that. I've got lots of mobility here with the ball joint between the clamp and the holder. And if you're worried about the phone falling out of its cradle, Ram supplies this rubber webbing as a failsafe. My only complaint is that because of where the iPhone buttons are located, my X-Grip always tries to power off my phone or adjust the volume. But it's a pretty easy fix to let the phone sit higher in the cradle, so that's no biggie. And those are all the gift ideas I have when it comes to our beloved city riders, but there are a few more names on our nice list. Stay tuned for more videos.